Okay, so let's imagine that you are an accelerated observer and your path through space-time looks something like that. I mean, we could also include this part we saw before. So you are, this is distance and time, and you decelerate, and then you accelerate, and you're approaching the speed of light. And let's consider another observer. So you have a friend who isn't moving. So here's a friend F, and your friend just sits at some location in space-time and therefore travels along this vertical line. And you are traveling along this path. So you are the accelerated observer, and now your friend, so you're watching your friend, and watching your friend means that you are receiving light signals from your friend. And so these light signals are traveling obviously at the speed of light, and they are 45-degree lines. So, light representing this event travels outward at 45 degrees this way. Of course, it travels outward that way at 45 degrees. We're not interested in this light because you are going to receive this light. When your friend is here, then light is emitted like that. So these are signals that you can receive on this path. And what we'll notice eventually is that you can no longer receive signals past a certain point. And so there are a series of events, and there is a last event such that, there are events clearly at later times that you will never be able to see because you would have to be going faster than the speed of light. Not really, you should be asymptoting to a 45-degree line here. So this is not the best line. Maybe we'll just fix that a little bit. So you are sort of asymptoting to a 45-degree line. Let's make it that line. And so there's an event that takes an infinite amount of time to reach you. In other words, it will never reach you. So you only have access to some event here. So we can think of this in terms of the principle of equivalence, which states that we can think of your perspective as the perspective of someone who's in a gravitational field. So you're just sitting there in a gravitational field, and you observe the events via these red light rays, and you find that past some event, you can no longer see what's happening. And so the principle of equivalence will tell us something very interesting about a surface in space-time here.